Hi everyone, and welcome to And Sew On. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to tell you all my sewing plans for the summer. Okay, so all my sewing plans, if you know me, you know that I follow my sewing heart wherever it may lead, and so this may not be everything I'm going to make, and I may not make everything in this pile. However, currently this is the plan. So I have a pile of fabric here that you can't see, and I have some notes and some sewing magazines here, and some notes of different patterns and different pattern makers that I'm going to be using. And so let's get to it. Okay, before I start, I want to tell you what I'm wearing. This is my Cali shirt from Closet Core Patterns, and I made this from Atelier Brunette cotton lawn. I believe it's a lawn. And this I got from Nunoya, which is a beautiful shop in Barcelona. They do ship. They specialize in Japanese fabrics, but they also carry Atelier Brunette and Dashwood Studios and a few other well-known designers. And I'm so proud of this top because I got it out of a very small amount of fabric. I got it out of 78 centimeters of fabric. And it's supposed to take about 1.5 meters. Now I did use white fabric for the facings and also for the collar facings. And that I think is the main thing that I did differently. I don't think I did anything else differently, and I did do the yoke. Anyway, it was just my practice run at this top before I made my dress, which you will see coming up very soon. I just think it turned out really, really well. And it's a perfect thing for summer because it has that curved hemline, which allows more air to kind of breeze through. And now we are finally getting our summer weather here in Spain. All right, so first up, I have another Atelier Brunette fabric, and this pattern I've already cut, so I'm just showing you what I have left over. This is Viscose crepe from Atelier Brunette. This fabric is just dreamy, and I said it the last time that I got this from Minerva and they sent it to me, and I was going to do a blouse, and then when I saw how beautiful it was, I was like, I can't just get a blouse, I want a dress out of this. It's just so soft and drapey, and the texture is amazing. I really, really love it. So that is cut, which means it'll probably be next to go. And what it is cut is a Suun dress. So you'll remember I did a Suun blouse not too long ago from PM Patterns, and I really love that pattern. It had the piping here. I'll try to put in a picture. And I always knew that I was going to do a dress version. So I'm going to do the sleeveless dress version to the knee. I may or may not add the elastic waist. There's kind of a drop waist. Not generally my favorite silhouette on me, but I'm gonna wait and see. But I've got it all ready to go. I don't think gonna do piping on this one. I think I'm just gonna leave it without the piping free. All right, so that's first. Next, I did an order from Pugu Textiles, which I've shown you guys before is a fabric. I believe they make the fabric, or maybe they're just a distributor, mostly to fashion designers and I guess fashion houses, small businesses perhaps, but they do sell to the general public, and I really like their fabrics. They're really good quality, and the prices are not super cheap, but they're very reasonable. And I think that I'm happy to pay the right amount for the right fabric. So I ordered some linen from them, and I have some things to show you in another video that I made from that. But I also got this, and this is Chambray. I think there's a very, very small amount of polyester in this, like 2% or something. And this color is called Toast. Now, I'm not sure about the color. I don't know. Like, tell me, do you think that this is, I don't know. Like I said, I stumbled upon color theory not too long ago, and now I'm doubting all my choices. I don't know. Like, am I a gold person or a silver person? Apparently you're only one or the other. This is kind of goldy. I don't know. Let me know what you think below. What I'm going to make with these. So I basically got this because I wanted to try out their chambray and their linen. And usually it's only, you can get it from 1 meter, but for some reason with these fabrics, it's from 2 meters. So I have 2 meters of this. And I was flipping through my Berta magazines, and I came across something that I, in the past, wouldn't have been attracted to, but I'm kind of am. So I have this here. So this is a skirt. It is in viscose. It's asymmetric. You can see from the line drawing here. Let's see if it'll, yeah. Do you see this? How basically it's just a long, you know, and then you've got the elastic waistband here. I love the asymmetric hem. I don't know, I just feel like in this chambray that's so light, I'm also a little worried it'll be see-through. So I feel like, wait, there's another picture of it. I feel like if I do something that has a lot of volume, then it doesn't matter so much if it's a little bit see-through because the folds will take care of that. Here's another picture of it in gingham. And if I look at the construction really quick, 108, it's also for tall people, which I'm 5'7". I know some people thought that I was smaller, but I'm 5'7.5". So I'm kind of right on the edge of tall sizes and I can certainly make them work. So let's see, 108B. Yeah, so essentially you've got one whole width of fabric with a hole cut out of the middle, and then you add in a waistband and pockets. That sounds like exactly the easy kind of project I'm looking for right now. With all of the more complex projects that I have in mind, I kind of think that it would be nice to have something really, really simple and it would be really cute. This is from March Berta. And then to go with it, I have a Patrones. I have two options, so tell me what you guys think. I have this Patrones little top. So you can see it's just a little top with a tie back. Again, very simple to make. I like to cover my chest in the summer, or at least have the option, because I'm always worried about getting too much sun on my chest. And I kind of felt that with the flowy skirt, a little backless top would be really cute. I also don't think I'm gonna have a lot of fabric left over, so it's gotta be a little top. The other possibility is another Berta. This is from April of last year. And it's this little top here. And you can see can you see there the line drawing? I also love that shape, but I don't know if it would go with the skirt. So let me know. There's another picture of this one as well. That's kind of a fancier version, but it lets you see the shape of it a little better in the back. So those are my two possibilities for this toasty chambray. Yeah, let me know what you think below. Next on my list is the Meadowood top by Straight Stitch Designs. This is a gal out of Victoria, BC. I believe it's Victoria. She's in BC. Maybe not quite Victoria. Maybe it's somewhere else in the BC, in that area of BC. And so I was drawn to that because, of course, I have lots of family out there and I love BC. And I thought, oh, this is a new pattern designer that I haven't tried before. So what happened was I saw this top on Pinterest, and this is by a company called Bird and Kite out of Australia. And I saw this blouse and I thought, oh, that's amazing. And so I put it on Instagram, and if you ever want to find a pattern, put it on Instagram. And I asked, and one of the patterns that someone suggested was this one by Straight Stitch Designs, the Meadowood blouse. So the only difference with that one, of course, is that it has the V-neck, and I kind of like the idea of having the round neck with the buttons. So I think I'm gonna make two. I'm gonna start off with a toile, and I'm gonna toile it, I think, in this fabric from Minerva that I have from last year. I ended up using it last year to line a jacket for Lily, her denim blazer. But I only used a little bit for that, and I have a lot left. And this I think would be perfect in that blouse, right? Because it's got that really, really drapey texture. It's a little bit sheer, and I think it would be perfect. So I'm going to do my first version, the classic version, in this. And then I think, so I can either do one in white, like in the picture, and I do have some white fabric left over. I don't know for sure if I have enough. But I also have this fabric that I don't think I showed you guys. So when I did my order of swimsuit fabric from Joan here in Catalonia, I got this beautiful cotton. And look at this. Can you see the texture up close? It's got that gorgeous texture. I think it's just 100% cotton. Let me get it single here for you. There. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's so beautiful. I have 1.5 meters. You know me, I love to squeak a dress out of anything between 1 meter and 1.5 meters, I'm like, ooh, I could get a dress out of that. I'm always wanting a dress. However, I think it could be really beautiful in this Meadowood top. And then I'll try and add another pattern on top that just completes the top of the blouse and gives me the shape that I want. But it's just so beautiful and drapey. I think it could be amazing in that. I don't know, we'll see. I might get greedy and decide I want to do a dress instead. However, because it's so sheer and I'm not very big on lining things just because I haven't really done it much. And also I find like a second layer in summer is really hot. I do have a slip, so if I made something else, I could put a little slip underneath it. But doing a blouse with it would save me the hassle. So maybe that's my decision right there. Okay, next I did an order from Metermeter with a friend of mine, and it was a bit of a hassle getting it, to be totally honest. But the result is amazing. So I'm sure you guys know the brand Meat Milk, which I believe might be, don't quote me on this, but I believe Metermeter might be in partnership with them, might be partly the same company, or at least, I don't know if it's the same company or not. The quality of Meat Milk fabric is unbelievable. It's like getting a garment from a high-end shop. You know, like that's the quality of the fabric. So when I made my Bondi dress last year, that was in their Lily linen, which I don't think they've brought back yet, but if they do, I will get some, because again, it's just this quality and the way it hangs. You know, quality is worth paying for. Now, you guys know I love me a fabric deal. I love to find great fabric at great prices, but I also believe that in many cases, you get what you pay for. And I'm not above, again, paying for good quality as long as I know that that is what I'm getting. Do you know what I mean? What I don't like is when you pay to get something and then it turns out to not be worth the money. So when something is worth the money, then I'm certainly willing to invest in my fabrics. There. Okay, so that said, I have 3 fabrics here. I have this green ribbing cotton viscose. If it's still there, I'll link to it. I feel like it might be out, but again, like it's just, when I pull it too far, when I bring it too close to you, the color goes off. The color is more like that. The further I hold it away, the darker it gets. It's quite a rich, foresty, olivey, foresty green. You guys, I never ever wore green, and all of a sudden apparently green is my favorite color. I'm wearing it all the time. Every time I look at fabric, I have another green one here. I don't know. I think it's partly from this channel, because a couple of times I've worn green because I did that sweater in green, and I got so many compliments, and I realized that those richer tones actually do look good on me. So I've started, I don't know, being a little more attracted to them. So I have this. I have the same thing in black. I only got 0.5 meter of each because because it was pricey. I think it was like $24 a meter or something like that, euros, maybe more. So I just got 0.5 meter of each. They are generous with their cutting. So I think one is 56 centimeters and the other one is 58. So they are generous with their cutting. I have 2 plans for these. Number 1 is the Blomma tank, which is by oh darn it, I just lost it. Paradise Patterns. I looked it up right before this and then I forgot. Mind of a sieve. Okay, Paradise Patterns. I think I told you guys about this before. It's a free pattern if you sign up on her website, and I just like the shape of it. Again, I like something that covers up here. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and do a built-in bra, which I just learned in another pattern that I'm gonna tell you about next. And because in the summer, I really prefer to, if I can, to get away with a bra. I recognize that not everyone can do that. I've spent my whole life being a small-chested woman, and there are benefits and there are detriments. And in this case, it's a benefit. So I'm gonna take advantage of it and try and do a built-in bra. So I'm gonna do one of those, and I might toile it first just because I haven't made it yet. So I may toile it first in just some cotton lycra, we'll see. The other thing I'm going to do is the Cami tank pattern by Greenstyle Creations. Greenstyle Creations, I think it is. They have a cami tank with a built-in bra. I have made one, I've twirled it. You're gonna see it come in an upcoming video. Although if you head over to my Instagram, which is just at Lisa Kish, you'll see that as well. And I really like it. Now, the only thing is the size that I made was slightly too small, and because of that, it's great for a workout tank, not so great for a tank that I would wear in public just normally. You know, a workout tank needs to be more snug in order to hold you in place, and I want something that will be more comfortable. So I think in the black, I'm going to do this Greenstyle, and I've already printed out the pattern a second time and put it together. What I love about that pattern is it has, well, besides the fact that it has the built-in bra, is it has 3 lengths, 2 cup sizes, like a B and a D, depending, or no, that's not true. That's not true, sorry. It has a B and then it has a full bust adjustment, but a separate pattern piece for the full bust adjustment. I'm thinking of something else. And then it has skinny straps and neckline, but it also has the chunky, and I like the chunky, so I'm gonna go for that with this. The last fabric that I got from Metermeter is, again, this amazing green. Let me hold it back here. That's kind of the color. And then I'll bring it forward to show you the texture. So it's got this texture to it. Again, I believe this is a viscose something blend. I'll put it down below. I tried to find it, and I think this one might be off the website. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I ordered a meter, and I think I got a little more than a meter. I think maybe I ordered 1.25 meters, because this is definitely more than a meter. Do you guys do that? My mom always taught me that from the end of your hand to your nose is about 1 meter. So it's a quick way to see how much fabric you have. So this is so lovely. Definitely dress, 100% dress. Which dress? So if you want to recommend to me some of your favorite summer knit dresses, I have a few, but I'm always looking for options. For this, because it's a ever so slightly heavier knit, like not heavy in terms of like weight, but like the weave, I want to make sure that it's breezy enough and cool enough for summer. So, oh, now everything's buried. So last year I was eyeing, out of this Berta Easy, I was eyeing this dress. And I think it's really cute. Look at the back. Cute, right? It has a top length and then a dress length, 2 dress lengths. And pretty straightforward. I mean, it would certainly feature the fabric. I like, you can see the line drawing on the back here. I really like just that crossover. So yeah, I think it's really cute. So that's a possibility. I think because we've had a cooler spring, I'm also tempted to do something with sleeves or short sleeves so that I can stretch the season. I'm mindful that when we do eventually go back to Canada, if I make it that bare, I'll even reduce the season more. And I feel like this fabric is worth something that I'm gonna wanna wear a lot. So if you have any ideas that you think would be great for this, not a big 4 pattern, only because I find them very difficult and very expensive to get here. So more I'm looking for PDF patterns. Okay, and then if you've been following me for a while, you might remember that when I first came to Spain, I ordered some fabrics from my friend Michelle, who is the designer of Simone's Rose. She's now in Winnipeg, I believe. And she sent me all this fabric that I bought off of her, and the duty was horrific. It was the first and last time I ordered anything back from North America. I haven't used half of it. I've only used one thing, and that was the thing that she sent me as a gift, not even the stuff that I bought. So I made one dress. But if I'm not careful, I'm gonna end up bringing this stuff home that I shipped over here at great cost, so I need to use it. Okay, so this one here, I think what I'm gonna do with this, so again, I'm gonna hold it back so you can see the color. Even that's not dark enough. It's quite a dark, it's a kind of a mid-dark gray. What I like about it, if you look up close, let's see, is that it's like black thread and white thread together that make the gray. And it's got a great slub texture to it. I believe this is cotton and hemp, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I'm going to do a breezy jumpsuit with this. So I have the Sea Change jumpsuit from Pattern Emporium. When I tested the last pattern for them, they gave us a pattern for free as a thank you for testing. And that's what I took. So I'm gonna show you pictures here. I think that would be really, really cute. I may adjust the front a little bit to make it a little bit higher. I do find spaghetti, I'll do the thicker straps because I do find spaghetti straps, again, in summer, you get so much sun and I'm always really nervous about it. So I might do that because I think it would be really comfortable and breezy and beautiful. The other possibility is to do a pair of culottes. I have a pair of culottes that I'll put in a picture of that I wear all the time. They're also a cotton and hemp blend. I may have even got that from Michelle when I was back in Toronto. Actually, I think I probably did. The only problem with those, and I wear those all the time in the summer, even in the hottest weather I can wear those, they are the bottom half of the V9075 jumpsuit from Vogue that I made the jumpsuit, and then I just took the lower half and made that into culottes, and then I used the Winslow culottes elastic, flat front elastic back hack on Helen's Closet website, and I use that to make them elastic back. So I wear them all the time, but because they have a stripe in them, it limits what I can wear them with. I can really only wear them with a solid on top, or maybe if I'm feeling particularly, fancy, I could wear a floral, but I don't generally. So I was thinking a pair of really practical culottes in this gray would be great, and then maybe a tie front top on top. But that would be the most practical thing because that would give me separates out of it. I do have a lot of it. I think I have 3+ meters. So I could do that. Anyway, those are the two options for that. If you have any other thoughts of what I should do with this hemp cotton, let me know. All right, that is all of my current sewing plans. I believe that's the plan. Big changes coming up for us. We are moving again. I know. You guys are like, oh, you're moving again. We're just moving to another apartment. The apartment we're in now, it was actually a short-term rental apartment that we had for a year because of COVID. And now they want it back to rent out short-term. So we're moving within our town. Our kids are still going to the same school. We're less than a 10-minute walk away. It's not that big of a deal, other than the fact that moving is a huge hassle. I also have to furnish the place, which is the first time I'll have done that in Spain. So that's a bit intimidating, but I think it'll be fun. I'm going to make sure that it's fun. And my sewing room has a sea view. I have a sewing room and it has a sea view. So it's going to be absolutely dreamy, and I'm really, really excited. And I can't wait to show you guys what I buy to fix it up and, and shoot from there. So it's going to be really exciting. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be, sewing up as much as I can now, and then I'll be doing more once we move at the very beginning of July. All right, guys, that's all for me. I hope that wherever you are, the sun is shining and you are sewing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.